Properties here. Thanks for reaching out for more information on this property. I'm going to give you a quick overview of this parcel, some frequently asked questions I get, and hopefully provide you with some more information. And you can always reach out to me directly if you have additional questions once this quick presentation is over. You can click on the link listed on this page. It says Pioneer Spirit Properties. It'll take you to my website. Also, the last page of this presentation will have all my contact information. Anyways, I know you want to learn more about this parcel. So it is in Oregon, Klamath County. The subdivision's Oregon Pines. The APN is there if you want to look it up. It's a 1.8 acre rural residential property, and we'll talk a little bit about what that means. These are the frequently asked questions, or FAQs, I'm going to answer throughout this brief. Show you where the property is, provide more photos and videos of the property, go over some of the finer details of the property, show you what you can do on the property, show you some comparable owner-financed properties available in the area for reference, explain how my owner financing works, and then show you how you can get a hold of me or find more information about additional properties I have available, etc. So where is this property? This property is in Klamath County. You can see here my cursor is Highway 97, the main north-south artery that basically takes you from California up to Washington. Main population area in this region is Klamath Falls, where my cursor is. That's where you're going to find your big box stores, Home Depot, restaurants, etc. This property is east of Highway 97, and again, that handrails Klamath Lake here, and Agency Lake, largest surface body of water in the state. So it's east of that. You can get there a couple of ways depending on what direction you're coming, but it's nestled in between the small towns of Chiloquin, northeast of Sprague River, northwest of Beatty. Right here on the north side of the Sprague River is Drews Road. That's the recommended entry point into this area. It is off-grid and it is a little remote, so you want to take care on how you get in there, as there are a number of forest roads, etc. All right, so photos and videos. I'm going to make myself a little smaller here to show this to you. This is just a nice 10-second or so drone footage of the area. My favorite thing about this area is you can see kind of these sage grasslands, and then they feed into these stands of evergreens, and I'll show you some more satellite footage here in a moment that kind of brings that home. So might need to look close, but where my cursor is circling, that is this 1.8 acre parcel, and you can see it's kind of in that sagebrush area, meadow with these pockets of evergreen stands around it. I'm just going to zoom in here a little bit at a time. There it is. And again, you can see it's kind of provided the seclusion being on the high plateau with these stands of evergreens all around it. And as you get closer in, you can see this particular parcel is pretty lightly treed, but a pretty big patch of land. And there's just a 3D representation of how much land you're looking at there compared to some of those tree pockets, roads, etc. And these are some photos I took of the area. I got to get a better camera or figure out how to do this better. Blow these up, they get kind of blurry. But again, you can kind of see this is late spring. I think this is early June of last year. And you can see these grasslands. This is the Fremont-Wainema National Forest, which is 2 million acres of national forest lands. But again, you can kind of see that dichotomy, which is kind of cool. Same general area at night or sunset there in the west. Pretty. And this is coming out of the area or coming in on the southern border of this area. You can look down over the Sprague River. Drews Road runs at the base of this incline, but just gives you an idea of that sweeping landscape. Pretty cool picture. All right, so some of the finer details. Size, we've talked about 1.8 acres. It is pretty flat. As I've hit on, it's mainly a sage meadow. This particular parcel is pretty lightly treed. It's at just under 5,000 feet elevation. Public roads, both gravel and dirt. So the main artery in there, Oregon Pines, is very well maintained gravel road. But then as you peel off Oregon Pines to get up to the high plateau, it is dirt roads. They are unmaintained. And I have some more videos you can see on my website that kind of show a tour of the area. and give you a better idea of what the roads look like. This is an off-grid property, so you're looking at solar power, which is pretty common, over 200 days of sunshine in Klamath County. For water, you can dig a well. Average depth is between 200 and 300 feet, which isn't bad, considering some areas in the county are greater than 1,000, and I can provide you those well reports. Septic tank or compost, taxes pretty cheap, $38 a year. Obviously those go up a little each year, but it's pretty reasonable, and no property owners association. What can you do on a property? Again, this is per county ordinance with rural residential properties. You can build a single family dwelling, a manufactured home, provide essential services. I get a lot of questions about animals. So small animals, you can have up to 24 per acre, and large animals, you're talking horses, cows, etc., 2 animals per acre. There is a cattle ranch down on the lower plateau that you drive through to get to this property, but other than that, most of these parcels don't have fenced off ranges, etc. On the high plateau, I do have some clients that are building homesteads up there. Depends on your level of grit and pioneer spirit, I guess. It is off grid. It is pretty remote. Other clients use it for camping, their own private hunting camp, and just kind of a base camp to nature, because the Fremont-Wainema National Forest is there. So looking at some of the comps here, again, these are owner finance land in this same subdivision. You've got 1.5 acres for $14,000. On the right here, you've got 1.5 acres for $25,000, almost $26,000. So I'm on the lower end in this area. Again, I've spent time here. I know the land pretty well, so I feel like I'm able to provide it at a good value and a good reasonable cost to my clients with low monthly payments, etc. That being said, that's a good segue into talking a little bit about how owner financing works. So pretty simple. If you want to secure this parcel or any other, you just provide the initial down payment plus a documentation fee of $150. That's non-refundable. I usually include that in the down payment, and I try to have the down payment match the monthly payment. It gives me some assurance, because I don't do credit checks, etc., that if you can make the down payment, you'll be able to make the monthly payments. At that point, I provide you a receipt, promissory note, a purchase agreement, and a land contract. That's all signed digitally online. We both get copies of that. It is binding. And then I initiate an online dashboard similar to if you have a car loan or a mortgage, where you can go check on the status of the loan, look at the payment schedule, make additional principal payments, etc. So that's really handy. You can do it on your phone or on a computer. Just take some of the guesswork out of it. You can always see where you stand. And then lastly, these last 4 bullets, just some of the benefits I offer. I don't charge interest, so 0% interest. I don't charge a prepayment penalty. A lot of my clients like securing the properties for a low monthly payment, and then they'll send 10 or 15 bucks extra each month, or when they get their tax return, send $1,000 or $2,000 to chip away at the principal, and that's perfectly fine. There's no penalties associated with that. I do have a 60-day principal back guarantee. A lot of my clients are out of the county or the state, and so it gives them 60 days to go visit the property, make sure it's working with their budget. If it's not, no questions asked, you get your principal back. Or at any point, you can also roll your equity into another property. I've done that several times already this year, where another property comes along that someone likes better than the one they originally purchased, and I offer current clients a peek at upcoming properties before I advertise them to the general public. If they like it, they can simply roll their equity into the new property and start paying on that property. Anyways, this is already 9 minutes, longer than I'd hoped it would go. Hopefully that helps you. I'll leave you with my contact information. Again, you can click that link. That's been on the screen here most of the time. And here is my contact information. My phone number, 503-862-8108. Email Derek@pioneerspirit.me, or you can go to my website, www.pioneerspirit.me. Have a bunch of FAQs on there as well, other properties you might be interested in. So thanks for checking us out. You can sign up for our mailing list there and get advised of special deals and, again, properties before I put them on the general market. Thanks for taking the time, and hope to work with you.